Hello, everybody. I'm back again, and thank you for your support. Satan's trap fools many people into doing this. That's the thumbnail. Uh, we're gonna do some Jesus, you know, uh, topic, but this is Satan's trap fools many Christians into doing this. And what might that be? Non-belief. Non-belief. Uh, It happened to me when my mother passed. Uh, my mother brung up 5 kids. I don't usually want to talk personal stuff here. I try to keep that off off the screen. But did everything right, devoted her life to 5 children. Gets cancer, never smoke, never do nothing. Boom, boom, boom. Why, God? Why? She did everything the right way. Why go down like that? You let serial killers live to their 90, God, and then righteous people, good people in the world, fall tragically. Why? That, my friend, we'll never know the answers. We just have to continue our faith and our belief. So any type of event, losing a life, losing a loved one, losing your job, uh, uh, anything that can come out, encroach in your world, maladaptive behaviors. Where were you, God, when this happened? Where were you, angels, when this happened? We went to church. We did everything the right way. And then how can this happen, these tragedies? I try to process it. And all I could say is, well, we all have a lifespan, no doubt. We all have a beginning point and an ending point. So we're not going to all live for, we're not going to live forever. So number one, that eases the pain a little bit, and we want our friends and loved ones to be around forever. It's like this cruel joke that we build up all these loving relationships, and then at some point in time, nobody's exempt from leaving planet Earth. So it leads to non-belief because we want everything our way, and we don't want tragedies. We don't want our steps to be broken. We want perfect lives, safe and exempt from any tragedy. You and I well know that it's not going to happen. So the churches are empty, and the world has become, in the year 2023, we have become our own gods, because praying and going to church doesn't help, because there's bad things that eventually are going to happen in our lifetime. So why bother going to church? Why go through all that, and good Christian people have tragedy encroach upon them? That's a safe statement to make, but you say that out of grief, frustration, and anger. But at the end of the day, you must maintain your faith and belief, because it's just not like, well, there's immortals, and then an immortal person got struck down. A person that was supposed to have an immortal life then got struck down. No, everybody's going to die. Just don't let it happen to a loved one close to me. So I was frustrated. How could you let this happen to my mother, God? A saint at that. Well, that's not for me to know. So what do? I still maintain my faith and my belief. And don't get caught up in that, my friends. that is a slippery slope when you think that all your righteousness and all your loyalty to God and the Word and Jesus, and you think that goes in vain. It does not go in vain. No, that does not go in vain. Excuse me. So it's tough. It's tough to sit here and talk about it, but it's going to happen to everybody. And then I say the other things that Christians get trapped into doing is they were Christian and then they stepped off the path for a minute, and then they think they can go to God as a tool when somebody's in a crisis. Like I talked about the prayer beggars, prayer beggar, prayer beggar, prayer beggar. So if we don't know the answers of why people, loved ones, die tragically or before their time, then we lose belief. But maybe those that kept their strong relationship with God prior to that, how do you know that your loved ones haven't been spared tragedy already because of the relationship you've maintained with God? So how do you know, as an armchair Monday morning quarterback, that didn't already happen? You might have had blessings and miracles to you and your loved ones and family and friends that you don't know about, but they happen behind the scenes because you've maintained that belief constantly. So you can't just say, well, a loyal Christian got struck down and that's not fair. You can't say that because you don't even realize that you might have been spared by a lot of things and you just don't know about it. While you were maintaining your faith and relationship with God and Jesus, you might not realize that you were already spared at some point in time. You dodged something at some point in time. So, number one, we want to know everything. We want to know all the answers. Why this? Why that? That's not fair. This is fair. Don't become a prayer beggar. Maintain a regular relationship in prayer. Communicate with God like you do on the phone with your friend. Communicate like it's a live person, a live entity. Oh, that sounds foolish. Really? Is it foolish when you're going, please God, please God? You could talk to God when you're begging, but you can't talk to God and say, thank you, God, for giving me a blessed day, a safe day in my family. You can't talk to God like that. You could talk to God, please God, please God, please God. So how foolish is it to maintain a relationship with God and Jesus? Don't make that mistake, my good friends. I've made many. I've ruined my life. But I'm coming back. I'm coming back. We all have a shot. No matter what you've done, we have a shot. Maintain your relationship. Be under the grace of God. What else would you rather be? The world is a supernatural world. I want God and the angels on my team. Don't you understand? You're so blindsided. You're so distracted. You're so deceived. Lucifer is the great deceiver. So you could just brush all this stuff off like gibberish because you're so immersed in this physical world and you don't need spirituality. Well, that's fine. You've been fooled. But don't go asking for something. And I'm not the end all. Forgive me, God. Maybe I shouldn't even be saying that. But it's like, so don't be up there asking, begging. Even if you do ask, do it in do it like, God, I know that I've distracted myself. I've distanced myself from you. God, please forgive me. I'll try to do better. If you can help Aunt Tilly on her hospital bed, please, I'll try to maintain this relationship. Do it in that. But please, God, please, God, please, God. Nah, no, I'm not God's spokesman. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. I've done most of this stuff that I'm talking about. But why did I get saved and my 7 friends died? Fentanyl. Why did I get spared 10 years ago? Why did I? Well, I'm just guessing that I maintained a strong foundation in God at an early age, and my mother, God rest her soul, led us to that. And I took God's word and these things literally, not like some people just think they're fairy tale stories in the Bible and whatever. Those are the best stories, better than any Hollywood movie. The Bible stories are better than any Hollywood movie out there. So I took it literally. So maybe God and the angels was pleased with me and said, I'm going to watch over this kid. Maybe that's why I got spared. I beat all the odds. Many times in my life, divine intervention came in to my life. So was the favor of God upon me? I don't know. I'm not going to be so, self-righteous as to say that, because some people might frown on it. I don't know, but I know I had the favor of God on me. I don't know why. Maybe coming up, I struggled with pneumonia. I was in the hospital. Maybe God had mercy on me and just said this. Well, then the truth serum, why doesn't God give mercy on others? We don't know. We don't know. But we must maintain our belief. We're not going to have yes and no concrete answers about the workings of God. There's scriptures and there's a million things out there, but we will never know the true. We can't be inside God's thinking apparatus. So what we have to do is start a relationship. He's there waiting. He's waiting. And I mean, what do you put credence in? Dr. Phil? Oprah Winfrey? Ellen? What do you worship? What are you looking at? What are you so enthusiastic about to sit for an hour and check out? You get off on that garbage? Exploiting people on TV and all that gibberish? You pay attention to those media scums more than God and Jesus? To each his own. To each his own. What are you going to look at today? What are you going to look at? Your cell phone for 2 hours? Then what? Going to watch some bullcrap show on TV? Yeah, we want to be entertained, but there should at least be an hour set aside for God. T-Bird. So what are you looking at? And then you're looking at all this gibberish, but then you want a miracle from God. Excuse me, God. This is the real truth serum. Sorry, I'm a sinner. I'm desecrating my house by smoke, but we all fall short of the heavenly glory, but we're still trying. Be aware, we can get better. You are the kings and queens. We are born sanctified to be kings and queens. We got to catch up. I got a long way to go, but I'm trying. I'm trying. And the least I can do for God is do videos, because I was spared my life. A miracle that I came back from being dead, life support. I'm better. I don't care about mafia videos. I'm going to do 1 or 2 here or there, but this channel is changing. What was wrong with me? The devil was deceiving me. All these mob stories and all that. I didn't even feel good about telling them. I feel good about talking about God and Jesus. I feel good about it. And I owe. So I'm 60 years old. Whatever my lifespan is, I'm going to give tribute to God. Wherever my channel goes, it goes. That's the way it is. The breath I have in my lungs is because of God and Jesus and my guardian angels. So whoever gravitates toward my channel, thank you, folks. I appreciate it. And whoever runs, that's your prerogative. Go find the food you want to eat. It's a buffet. This is the Jesus part of the buffet and God. There's a million YouTube channels out there. So, you know. And then the Christians, I don't mean to downplay Christians, because that's the army. That's the team I'm on. But I've pulled out of church before in the parking lot, and somebody cut somebody off. They're road raging in the church parking lot. At least wait till you get to the street. You know, they're flipping, you know, that's my index finger. Get out of the way, you blah, 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 blah. What about that lovely sermon that just happened in there? You don't know how to drive. Yeesh. Distracted. Satan is undefeated. Lucifer's undefeated until the final. He's already been defeated. But Lucifer's having a hell of a run. He has a hell of a run. So he's in our mind, demons encroaching in our mind, getting us off of our game. I never wanted to be a sucker in my life. I always thought I was sharp, street smart, book smart, everything else, outfoxing gangsters. I'm always the smartest. Nobody can trick me. Oh, really, the truth serum? Lucifer's been beating the crap out of you for years, the truth serum. You better smarten up, the truth serum. Lucifer don't take any vacations. So he's working on our minds to distance us from God and Jesus. He's distracting. He's deceiving. He's getting us off. He's getting us off base. But it's never too late. You could start today and have a relationship with God. It's never too late. No. Ask for forgiveness and start a relationship up. It's free. It's free. Unless you want to donate to my channel and help me out, be a member. But yeah, if you could support my channel, help me out. If you want to buy my book, They Dead Missed, there's a link in there. The second best book ever written. We know what the greatest book ever written was, the Bible. This is the second book ever written. That's little me out of the hospital after a year in the hospital, 4 years old. The angels visited me during that time. That little boy. When I was a little boy. Okay, so let's be aware. And I don't mean to come down hard on what I say, prayer beggars, because that's a natural impulse. That's a natural reflex. Please God, please God, please God. I don't want to be that harsh on people like that. But we have to get our schema, our mental thinking. We have to start to get it focused from all these deceptions and distractions out there. It's the year 2023. Spirituality is gone. We just want physical things. I want that steak. I want that car. I want that beautiful woman. I want this. I want. I thought, bloody that. All right. Smarten up, Joe. Don't be immature. So we have to get out of that thinking. And less is more. Where I'd rather have an eternity than just for these things of the physical world. And maybe even when you start a better relationship with God, you will prosper in some physical possessions. So You can't lose. You can't lose no matter what. So that's that. T-Bird, all right, thank you. If anybody wants to support my channel, come in, help me out. I don't have a lot, but well, I'm going to keep doing these spiritual videos. Jesus, I'm going to start doing the daily devotions out of the Jesus Calling book. Whatever happened to the 10 Commandments? Whatever happened to the 10 Commandments? Jeez. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it all back, folks. And I'm not shy. I'm not embarrassed to whatever. No, I'm proud to be a Christian. And I'm proud and privileged to be able to have breath in my lungs to speak a good word to you people. I am a living miracle. And I'm gonna help as much as I can to share the word. Thank you, folks. God bless you.